Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Josh on the Right Way exterior cleaning, and today I was going to talk to you about kind of how to plumb a pontoon air compressor, air diaphragm soft wash system. I got a buddy of mine, he was kind of curious on it, so I figured I'd make a little video. And my setup isn't perfect by any means, but it will do the job. So, and I'll go over, the things that you should probably do different while I'm, showing you around. But what I want to start off with is the compressor itself. So this is the Mighty M. I think it's 5-gallon pontoon air compressor. It's got the Honda GX 120, very good engine. It looks nice. I like the way they built the frame around it. You could mount something up here if you had to on your setup, but I've been using this now for a few months and it's been an awesome machine. It fires right up. It's quiet when it runs. It doesn't take long to build pressure. But what I have here, and I just screwed a hole through it and bolted this on here, and this is a water separator, and I would highly recommend getting one of these. Basically, you'll build moisture up inside of the tank, and over time, you don't want to fill the tank up with water. So as it comes through, it separates the water from the air, and it's just a way to protect and keep your equipment running longer. Over here is my air diaphragm pump, and it's just a flow jet, 5 gallon per minute air diaphragm pump. You can see here it's got an inlet and outlet, and this is where your air will hook up to turn the pump. But so here is your pressure gauge, and when running, I'm running a 1/2 inch setup, 1/2 inch lines, with just a trigger and a 0 degree and a fan tip from a J rod. So running 1/2 inch, it may differ if you got running 5/8 or whatever it may be. But on 1/2 inch line, what works best is around 90 to 95 psi. That's where I run mine, and that's where I get the most distance and the most volume. So, but anyway, this is where you adjust that, and you'll have to get this fitting here. You'll have to tie in a 1/4 inch line for your air line to the top of this valve here, however you see fit to do it, and run this 1/4 inch line over to the inlet side of your air separator or your water separator. And as you see, I just got it run under here, boom boom, through, comes out here, and it goes over to the pump, and it turns the pump. Now, what I have is my chemical tank here, and all I have is a drop stick. Basically, I got I have a check valve here, and I probably shouldn't, because there's metal inside of these check valves that will corrode with SH over time. So eventually I'm gonna just straight pipe this, put a 90 in it, and hook this 1/2 inch hose up. But underneath this is a bulkhead fitting, and underneath it, inside the tank, I've got a 1/2 inch piece of PVC pipe cut to length so that it's maybe an inch above the bottom of the tank. And I have another 1/2 inch piece with a T going this way and one going that way with little tiny holes in it, and that's basically my pickup tube. But it also kind of works as a filter too. So it filters, it comes up, and it just comes right here to my valves. I got chemical side and my water side, and they just join and go to the inlet of the pump and then the outlet to the hose reel. If I'm running, if I'm doing a roof wash, or if I need to use a soft wash system, I just turn my water on and I turn my SH to wherever I think it needs to be for that job. And a lot of people like the GF valves or the proportioning valves, or whatever you may. I've learned that PVC ball valves work just as good. I mean, you may not be able to tell exactly what your percentage is, but you can always open it up a little, try it. If it's working, great, leave it alone. If it's not, open it up some more. So leave the water always open. There's a check valve here, and you do need a check valve somewhere in, I recommend in both lines, but you do need a check valve on the SH side. And I know I said that they will corrode with SH, but, and this is something else I have to fix, but on the SH side, somewhere in this line, before it gets to that check valve, and I'm gonna have to do it probably right in here, is just add a T and hook with a ball valve and hook my water line into that. That way, when I get done using it, I can close the SH side, open the water side, and flush it through, and it'll rinse all this out. The hose and everything. But yeah, this is all 1/2 inch, and this is just a 1/2 inch hose barb into the check valve, into 1/2 inch ball valve, 90, and a T going into the pump, going into the reel. On the end of my hose reel, and I'm using the 1/2 inch Flexzilla line. It's been really good. If this one ever wears out, I will probably go right back to it. But I've got 1/2 inch stainless hose barb to hook into my trigger gun, and I'm using the ST510, just a plastic hose trigger gun with quick connect and 2 tips. But as far as plumbing goes, guys, it's pretty simple. That's pretty much it. Like I said, key factors is just make sure you got a 1/4 inch line coming from your output of the tank over to your water separator, out of the separator into the pump, and then you'll have an inlet and an outlet on this pump. And this is a flow jet, 5 gallon per minute. But this will be your inlet to the pump. The inlet side will be the water and the SH side. This will be the outlet going to the hose reel. You don't want to use the Flexzilla on any inlet side. It'll probably collapse on you. But on the outlet side, it doesn't really matter. But on the water side, it's coming out of my tank, and that's going to my pressure washer. So if I want to use a soft wash, I can close off the pressure washer, open this one, and then it comes to my soft wash system. You can do that this way, or you can run a drop stick. You can come out the top of the tank, you can come out the bottom of the tank. however your setup is. This is just how mine is set up. So but yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. This is a 5-gallon machine. It's not gonna give a ton of volume. It's not gonna go, you know, 4 stories high, but at 95 psi with the 0 degree in it, on a calm day, I can get between 40 and 50 foot out of it. So that will cover most of what I needed to do. Your situation may be different and may call for different equipment. But this is not an AR-45 where you're gonna get 12 gallons a minute. It's not gonna happen. You're gonna get a small stream. You're gonna be able to cover a lot of area. But on a roof wash, you know, you may not get it done as fast as you would if you had 10 gallons a minute, but there's a lot less. It's a tighter pattern. You can control it a lot better. And the good thing about the air diaphragm system is with the 12 volt, sometimes it'll surge. And, you know, if you have the diaphragm, the air diaphragm's not going to do that. You're going to have constant flow, constant pressure regardless. You don't have to worry about zoom, 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 zoom. You don't have to worry about that. And I've had a 12 volt, and I would 10 times prefer the air diaphragm. But anyway, I got 220 something foot of 1/2 inch flex seal on this hose reel. It'll reach around most homes, no problem. And again, I used the PVC ball valves on mine, and some people might not like that. It works fine for me. I haven't ruined anything yet. And just remember, on your inlet side coming from your tank, you'll want to put a T here so you can rinse this check valve here out so it doesn't rust. That's something I'm gonna have to fix on mine soon. I just didn't do it right to start with. But yeah, I hope this helps out. Thanks.